Okay, so now we move to trade number 6, bull flag sequence number 6. This is interesting. There's no flag. The first thing we know. There's our pole. Okay, and we know that the end of the sequence at this point in time over here. But I want to draw your attention to this because this is a very tricky thing to understand. The rules state that when a pole finishes for whatever reason and no downtrend line has formed, the entry is the close above the highest anchor high of the finished pole. So at this point in time over here, this pole is finished. Okay, and the moment that happens, we see that no downtrend line has formed at this point in time. If no downtrend line forms and we have a close above the highest high, which is the entry, close above the highest anchor high of the finished pole. So there's our finished pole. Okay, there's the highest anchor high. Any close above it is our entry. But this must happen before either A, we have a close below or an anchor form below this line, which is our lowest point. Okay, there's our lowest point of the current pole. Or B, if an anchor line were to form, like say for example one trend line, downward trend line were to form there because of say an anchor, this would no longer apply because your entry would be here. So the tricky part is to make sure that we understand that we do not need to wait for this to finish over here. The moment this line ends and we have a break above the high of that pole before a closing below here or before a downward trend line here, we have an entry. The measurement is going to be the high low of the pole or the low of the previous flag, which it is the one and the same, and the entry point is going to be above that line. There's your entry. Done.